Welcome to IB Academy. You are now watching the practice test series of Life in the UK test. This is Chapter 4, A Modern Thriving Society, Part 4 Sport. This part is about the various sports that originated in the UK or those commonly played across the kingdom. Now let us start with the first question. Sir Chris Hoy is known for excelling in which sport? Swimming, cycling, ice skating, athletics. Correct answer, cycling. Is the following statement accurate or not? A Formula One Grand Prix race takes place in Britain every year. True. False. Correct answer, true. Does this statement hold true or not? The Brit Awards is an event that honors sports personalities. True. False. Correct answer, false. Choose the statement that is factually correct. There is a yearly sailing race on the River Thames between Oxford and Cambridge universities. There is a yearly race on the River Thames between Oxford and Cambridge universities. Correct answer. There is a yearly race on the River Thames between Oxford and Cambridge universities. Which of the following statements is accurate? A famous sailing event is held in the city of Belfast. A famous sailing event is held at Crows on the Isle of Wight. Correct answer. A famous sailing event is held at Crows on the Isle of Wight. Select the two options that are associated with football. UEFA, Premier League, the Open, the Ashes. Correct answer, UEFA, Premier League. Identify the two events that are major horse racing competitions in the UK. Six Nations Championship, Scottish Grand National, the Open Championship, Royal Ascot. Correct answer, Scottish Grand National, Royal Ascot. Which of these is a well-known tennis tournament held annually in the UK? Wimbledon, the Grand National, Six Nations, the Open. Correct answer, Wimbledon. Decide whether the following statement is true or false. Mo Farah and Jessica Ennis are celebrated athletes who earned gold medals at the 2012 London Olympics. True. False. Correct answer, true. Which of the following statements is accurate? The first professional UK football clubs were formed in the late 19th century. The first professional UK football clubs were formed in 1066. Correct answer. The first professional UK football clubs were formed in the late 19th century. Identify the two individuals who are recognised as UK sports stars. Lucian Freud, Sir Chris Hoy, Jane Austen, Dame Kelly Holmes. Correct answer, Sir Chris Hoy, Dame Kelly Holmes. In which sport did Bobby Moore gain fame for his accomplishments? Rugby union, football, motor racing, horse racing. Correct answer, football. Which sport is considered the most popular in the UK? Football, rugby, cricket, gold. Correct answer, football. Choose the statement that correctly describes cricket. Cricket matches can last up to 2 weeks. Cricket matches can last up to 5 days. Correct answer. Cricket matches can last up to 5 days. The phrase "rain stopped play" is commonly linked to which sport? Football, cricket, rugby league, horse racing. Correct answer: cricket. Which sport has its origins in 15th century Scotland? Golf, Formula One, surfing, motorbike racing. Correct answer: golf. Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button, and Damon Hill are well-known figures in which sport? Formula One, athletics, skiing, football. Correct answer: Formula One. Select the two events that are recognized as major horse racing competitions. The Grand National, the Six Nations, Royal Ascot, the Cup Final. Correct answer: the Grand National, Royal Ascot. Which sport is featured in the UEFA Champions League? Tennis, football, rugby, cricket. Correct answer: football. Identify the correct statement about the Wimbledon Championships. The Wimbledon Championships are associated with tennis. The Wimbledon Championships are associated with athletics. Correct answer: the Wimbledon Championships are associated with tennis. In which century were the first professional football clubs established? 19th century, 10th century, 18th century, 17th century. Correct answer: 19th century. Which sport is played in the UEFA Champions League? Football, tennis, cricket, rugby. Correct answer: football. What is the title of the well-known horse race that takes place in Liverpool? Grand Derby, Grand National, Steeplechase, Grand Chase. Correct answer: Grand National. Decide whether the following statement is true or false. Sir Ian Botham captained the England rugby team. True. False. Correct answer: false. How many track and field events are included in the heptathlon? 6, 8, 5, 7. Correct answer: 7. Select the year in which Britain did not host the Olympic Games. 2012, 1928, 1948, 1908. Correct answer: 1928. Golf is commonly believed to have originated in which country? USA, England, Scotland, Spain. Correct answer: Scotland. Choose the statement that is factually accurate. The first professional UK football clubs were formed in 1066. The first professional UK football clubs were formed in the late 19th century. Correct answer: the first professional UK football clubs were formed in the late 19th century. Which of these is a well-known tennis tournament held annually in the UK? Wimbledon, the Grand National, Six Nations, the Open. Correct answer: Wimbledon. Select the two events that are recognized as major horse racing competitions. The Grand National, the Six Nations, Royal Ascot, the Cup Final. Correct answer: the Grand National, Royal Ascot. That was all for this part about the sports culture of the UK. Like this video, Subscribe to the channel and keep watching IB Academy.